Hello, my friends. I haven't updated you guys on what's going on here in the shop, and it's more because I'm trying to balance a few things. I'm trying to finish. My wife and I are building a door for our house that we need to finish to put the electronics in there for safekeeping our stuff, dehumidifiers and what have you. A subject for a whole video because that's something really interesting about living here. But also I have been working on the guitar. I just haven't been making videos, and the reason why is because I've been let me sneak 2 or 3 hours in the morning, work on the guitar, then go work on the door, then the electricity goes out, then I get with my wife, we wait by the fire, cook something in the grill, and turn on the car so we can have a little generator happening so we can not be in complete darkness until it comes back, then come back to the shop, then put in 1 or 2 hours more work, then go back home. And that has been my routine for the last couple of weeks. And I don't know if that is the reason why I've been getting very existential. I've been thinking a lot about getting older, about death, about art, about the meaning of art. And I started to write a blog. I thought it was going to be a blog about this whole thing, about how art is an attempt to escape death. Weird subject, I know. But I'm putting this on a video because I want to put my feet to the fire and make me completed. I am 7 pages in and I still have a lot more to say, so I don't know what's going on. But funny enough, a friend today pointed out the fact that the Day of the Dead is coming up. And I wonder if subconsciously I knew that. And that's why I'm getting so existential. But anyways, regarding the repair, which I'm sure you want to know about, it's been going great. What you hear there is the last pin that fell in there. I gotta get it, but for the sake of this vlog and my explanation of where we are in the trip and the journey of guitar repair, the guitar is basically done. I was doing the setup. You know how when you do setups when you cut a new nut, because I had to do in a nut, obviously. This is made out of deer antler, by the way, which I think is pretty cool. A big upgrade from the plastic that these guys use. You gotta put strings off and on as you're doing it. At least that's the way I do it. And of course, I broke a string. And of course, I was like, oh, let me just go get a pack. And I went into my office where I keep my spare string packs, and I have none. And I was like, oh, let me go to my shop and go buy them. What? There's no shop here, nowhere for me to get strings, so I cannot finish. I thought I was gonna finish the guitar today, and I cannot. But that's okay. I think that's okay. I probably have 20 minutes more left finishing the setup. And as you can hear, it's already sinking. Missing a string, of course, so the chords won't sound complete, but it's already working. And the action actually is pretty good right now. For an acoustic guitar, that's kind of what you want, because most people don't play acoustic guitar in a delicate manner like you would do an electric. So I may have, I don't know, like 3 millimeters at the 12th fret, maybe a little more. I can try to lower it a tiny bit more, but I'm gonna leave it around there because I also know how this guy plays. He plays aggressively. And he's more like a cowboy chord kind of guy. So he mostly plays here, the G majors and C majors, and strums away at a fire camp. That's the kind of player that he is, which is great. And that's another thing we could talk about one day, about setting up guitars for specific playing styles. But again, that's a debatable conversation. But to go back to things here in the shop, more things about the shop. The guitar that I'm building for Carla is done curing. Today I did the nail test, and if you don't know what that is, it's the very scary part where you try to put a thing into the guitar and you grab your nail and you go very, very gently into the finish to see if it leaves a mark. Of course, you're not gonna go full force like you're trying to break it, but just enough, and to see if it's hard enough, and it's hard. So it's good to go. So if I finish this tomorrow, which I will, tomorrow, I'm gonna call this guy and ask him if he has a pack of strings. Or call around. Might be somebody with a pack of strings here. Has to be somebody with a pack of strings. Then I'm gonna start working on that, do the setup after that. Well, what am I doing? I have to sand, buff, do the finishing, and then do the setup. My wife is just arriving, and I think that's gonna be it for this vlog. But anyways, if you are here all the way to the end, you are awesome, and I hope you're having an awesome day. I hope you didn't run out of strings and you didn't break a string in the middle of doing something important. And if you like this kind of stuff, if you want to check out the rest of the content and you want to give me a like and help out a brother, that would be amazing.